Cameron, you've had a great season outdoors, back indoors again now. Will it suit you too?
Yeah, I think so. Like I'm very lucky. I have a great bunch of horses. Living the dream, a 9-year-old and up and coming horses. You know, jumping here in Oslo, and then I have a more established horse in Antello, 11 years old. He's very good indoors, so I'm looking forward to the indoor season.
Antello is absolutely brilliant. He wouldn't be just anybody's ride though, but he's a clear round jumper over a big track, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a super horse. Like he is a bit tricky and he's a bit spooky in the rings and stuff like that. He makes life difficult, but when he gets to the jump, he always tries his best, and that's the most important thing. Like, I can never fault him.
Living the Dream is, of course, a couple of years behind him, but a different type of horse to ride, but one you'd dream about. Literally, he's well named, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I actually named him myself. I bought him as a young horse, and I kind of put all my savings into buying him, and I've been lucky enough to be able to hold on to him now. He's 9, and I think it's really a potential Olympic horse.
I'm sure, because he had a tremendous result in Monaco.
Yeah, he was third in the Global Champions Tour Grand Prix in Monaco, and he's very consistent. He jumped the Nations Cup in Aachen, clear as well the first round, and I think he's got a very bright future.
You sold him to stay in the yard for you to keep the ride, did you?
Yeah, I was really, really lucky. My owners is Yves Bouvier and Eleanor Pachoud from Geneva, and they've been fantastic. I have 8 horses and they own them all, and I owned Living the Dream. Alex Duffy was riding him, and it was getting to the stage where I couldn't really afford to keep him anymore because there was some big offers coming in, and then Eleanor and Yves kindly offered to share with me, so they bought half of the horse, I own half of the horse, and now I'm able to keep him and ride on.
It's difficult to keep one because the temptation to sell him is enormous, but it's also difficult to buy one, isn't it? The price of them.
Yeah, to go out and buy an established Grand Prix horse now is almost impossible. They're so expensive. So all my horses, like we've bought apart from Antello, the others we all bought younger, and we're developing them. I have Living the Dream here. I've also a fantastic mare Caratina and another lovely 9-year-old mare Amira, and we all bought them all as younger and developed them through.
Where are you based now, Cameron?
I'm in Osnabrück in Germany. At the moment I'm based with my brother there. I stable with him, and I've just bought my own place. I'm going to be moving in January, just a half an hour up the road, so really looking forward to that as well.
That must make travelling a lot easier than living in Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland is a great country, and I miss it. I love going home to see my parents as often as I can, but for the sport there's just too much travelling back and over, 2 boats just to get to a show in Germany, so being based on the continent makes life a lot easier.
The family's still running the equestrian centre in Clare Morris?
Yeah, Charles, my brother, runs the equestrian centre with his wife Sinead, and my dad has taken a bit of a backseat. He used to run it, but and my brother's son Cormac is a fantastic junior rider as well. So the legacy is continuing on at home.
How's the wife and kids?
Great. That's another thing for me. It's very important to have a solid family life behind, and like with my injury I was off for over 2 years, and it was, go through some difficult times, so it was really good to have a great partnership there with Evelyn, my wife, and the kids there to keep me motivated the whole time.
Evelyn keeps you sane.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not easy sometimes.
And the kids are how old now?
Finn, my son, is 12, and Niamh is 7, so they're just starting to ride a little bit and having a bit of fun, and hopefully now when we get the new stable they're going to start doing a little bit more.
What are you riding in the World Cup tomorrow?
Antello in the World Cup tomorrow. Today the Grand Prix with Living the Dream, and
already gone clear?
Yeah, already gone clear. He jumped great, and I think next week then probably Living the Dream will do the World Cup in Helsinki. So it's great to be able to swap the horses around a little bit like that. It can save them, don't have to overuse them, so it's really, I'm very, very lucky.
If you've got 2 that can jump a World Cup track, which are big enough, not every horse can do that, it must be grand to have at least 2, if not 3, that have got that sort of scope. You can plan your winter, can't you?
Yeah, exactly, and it's, there's a lot of shows on now, and it's quite a serious programme. It's very busy, so if you want to keep going, it's difficult with one horse. So I think also like that, being able to swap the horses around a little bit, you just prolong the career, you make it a lot easier. The horse, like Living the Dream, just 2 classes here, so you can just mind them a little bit.
You'll be trying to get to Las Vegas in April?
Yeah, I've never actually qualified for a World Cup final, so this year I would love to go at it. It's a little bit difficult getting the invitation from a country like Ireland. We're a small country. Normally we only have 1 starting place at the World Cup shows, but this year, thanks to the high rankings of our riders, now we've got 2 starting places, so it's a little bit easier to get to the shows now.
How does that work? Tell us, what do you have to do to qualify for a World Cup final in a bit more detail? Yeah,
well, I think there's 10 or 11 qualifiers, and on average approximately 40 points to say is enough to qualify. If you win one, you get 20 points, so second is 17 and so on. So you'd need probably, on average, I'd say 4 good placings in the Grand Prix over the winter season, and then you should be okay.
I suppose realistically, if you haven't got enough points to go, you're not going well enough to go anyway, are you?
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, it's easy just to nick a rail. Your horse can jump good and just touch a fence and it falls down. So, you know, you need a little bit of luck. But it's about being consistent really over the whole period and being able to get to the shows. That's the thing. So, yeah.
It gets so much more competitive every year, doesn't it? I mean, it's very, very difficult to win anywhere, anytime, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's fantastic. And I mean, I think riders, we have to grow with the sport as well. And we have to, you know, for me, I'm 41 now, but I'm learning every day sitting a horse. And I think it's very important like that to move with it, to try to better yourself all of the time. And it's great that the standard is so high. It motivates me to try to improve myself.
Well, we'll look out for Living the Dream and Antello as you go through the season. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, Steve.